Hello world, I'm back. Yeah, it's been about 4 months since I've had a video, and that is because something happened a while ago. Tried to ignore it, didn't do a very good job of ignoring it, came back to kind of haunt me the beginning of this year, and I've just kind of been dealing with that. Something super personal. I mean, I will literally talk about myself in any description. You want to know anything about me, I'll tell you. I'm a completely open book, but this is something I've never gone through before, so I don't really know how to talk about it. And I've literally told a handful of people that are, you know, close in my life anyway, so I'm just going to keep that very much personal. If it ever does become a big thing, then obviously I might do a video about it, but for now, no. But that's why I haven't done any YouTube videos. It's just because I've been so engrossed in that I didn't really have the brain power to also be creative at the same time. And I've had all of these ideas and I've had them all written down on my notes on my phone for ages. And now that it's this whole coronavirus self-isolation rubbish, well, it's not rubbish, but you know what I mean, it's just annoying. This is the perfect time for me to actually get all the filming done. So you might notice a new background. I am currently at my mum's house in Denmark. I basically had this thought, applying for jobs that aren't really around, because a lot of them actually responded to me saying, oh, we've stopped the application process of this job right now because we don't know what's going on, if the business is going to carry on going, blah blah blah. Do I sit in isolation in my flat in London, even though a couple of my roommates are still there, but just pretty much sit on my own for 3 months, not being able to do much because there isn't much to do? I know I'd get depressed, honestly depressed. I'm a really, really extroverted person. I need social, interaction and connectivity and all that kind of stuff. So to be on my own, I just couldn't do it. Then I thought I could go live with my dad. Me and my dad, I love him so much, but we do have we're very similar. So when we get on, it's amazing. When we don't get on, it's not so great. So I just thought, I'm going to go see my mum in Denmark. She's got a nice big airy house. Not boasting, but in Denmark, because it's less people and there's a lot more land, people generally have bigger homes than in England. When I had Danish friends come to visit me in England when I was younger, they were like, okay, this is really small, even though we had quite a decent sized house for an English person. So not boasting, just fact of life. And I miss my mum, and I was supposed to come over for Easter anyway, so I thought, just come over now. So as soon as everything starts to calm down in London and things start to go back to normal, I will fly straight back home. But for the time being, I'm here. So this is where most of the next few videos will be filmed, is here. But yeah, how are you guys feeling about coronavirus? I remember when they were talking about, months ago before Christmas, oh, it's going to be a big deal. I was like, yeah, whatever. And now, I don't think any of us took it seriously. I mean, I was taking it seriously before a lot of people were, I think, in England. Denmark have been on isolation lockdown for 3 weeks. I mean, they responded a lot quicker than Bojo in England, which I think, now that I hear that the death toll is 500 a day, yeah, Bojo, I think, responded a bit late. Denmark, I think I've only had 50 people die overall, and it makes me very proud to be Danish in the way that the Prime Minister here has dealt with it. I think it's amazing. She's done a good job. And she also did say at the beginning, I might not be doing this right, which I think all of these first world leaders that we have now have never had to deal with anything like this before. It's very 1800s plague kind of things. So I think to be open and honest as we can is great. But yes, so Denmark have been in isolation lockdown for a while anyway, so they're probably going to open up things a lot sooner than England will. So I'll probably be able to fly out of Denmark, in the next 2 weeks. Probably won't be able to fly into England for a while. Another slight issue, which I have not, friends were saying it to me and I was like, oh, whatever. And then now I'm like, yeah, okay, this is the point. I'm dual nationality, I'm a dual national. I have a dual nationality, yeah, we got there in the end. Half English, half Danish. Since growing up, always had a Danish passport. That was because, I lived in England, didn't really need an English one. And then it was always a thing that in Denmark, when you turned 21, you had to choose whether you wanted to be fully Danish or not. Like, you couldn't be dual. And then 2 years before I turned 21, they changed the rules, so now you can still be a dual national. But I never saw the point of getting like a British passport, because I just didn't feel like I needed one. Then Brexit happened, and my dad was like, right, I'll get you a British passport. But so many things have happened in the last year, like, you know, we've both, like, well, I haven't been that busy, but he's been really busy, or things have happened and it's not quite, haven't managed to get it sorted. I was able to fly back to Denmark, you know, pretty much 2 or 3 days after Boris did that big chat about lockdown. And the main reason that I got into the country was because I have a Danish passport and I can prove that I'm a Danish citizen. Like, don't have a British passport, so I'm thinking during all this stuff, when I go back to England, how do I prove I'm English? How are they going to, because, you know, Denmark said they'll always let, it doesn't matter what's going on, they'll always let a Danish person back into the country. And I'm sure it's the same with England or with Britain. But if you haven't got a way of proving it, like me, and I don't know. So stay tuned for that one. But yeah, life updates with Emma. In Denmark, the sun is shining. If you know, you know. But yeah, I'm just going to be filming some ideas that I've had for ages, and I hope you enjoy. Bye!